Hotep, this your boy that black guy, and I'm about to get into some shit tonight. And I ain't gonna get too deep into it, but I'm gonna just scratch the surface and enlighten y'all a little bit. All right. Now I'm about to get on these niggas that's talking about paper. They chasing paper all day, money this, money that. That's all they want to do. Have nothing else in the world to do for them but just get money. All right. Now I'm about to show y'all what's happening to the dollar bill, because as y'all can see, the value of the dollar bill is going down. Now I'll give you a good example. All right, you remember the little 99-cent bag of chips? Well, how much do they cost now? $1.29. Okay. Now, I'm not really gonna tell you why it's happening, but I'm gonna give you an example of what's about to happen because of it. Because you can go in here and do your research, type in Illuminati, New World Order, all that, and you can find out what's happening. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm just gonna scratch the surface and just show y'all a little bit. All right. Now they have this new money coming out called Amero. All right, because the value of the dollar bill is dropping and it's dropping fast, and we're gonna have another crash in the stock market. It's gonna happen again because when I first got into all this, I seen videos where it showed people on a little webcam like I'm doing talking about how the markets are gonna crash and all that. And about 3 months later, all that shit started to happen, and we had to bail them out with our money. Now that's when I started believing all this stuff was real because that happened, and I was like, wow. But yeah, with that too, and they said with the bailout, if we didn't pay the $700 billion bailout, we would have had martial law. Now I'm not gonna tell you what martial law is tonight. Probably I don't know if I have enough time, but you can just type that in on YouTube or Google. Type in martial law, and you'll see what martial law is. And we almost had it. All right. But I'm about to play this little thing. It's going to tell you a little bit about Amero because it's the new dollar. It's the new. It's not going to be paper. It's going to be gold, like a gold coin. And it's it's the new money for America, Canada, and America, Canada, and Mexico. Now, after I show you this little clip, I'm gonna tell you about that too. Why it's for those three countries. I'm gonna tell you. Let me play this. I type in Amero, see what all pops up. Amero, Amero conspiracy, Amero currency, Amero dollar. All those things pop up. All right, here's the video. Now listen to what he says. This is on CNBC. All right, November 27th, 2006. Listen.
Dollar drop. We're coming into a cyclical bottom for gold, and it rises going into December, January. So that might be the reverse of the dollar fall. Apart from that, I think one thing people who are dollar-based need to focus on is the Amero. That's the one thing that nobody's talking about that I think is going to have a big impact on everybody's life in Canada, the U.S., and Mexico. If you Google it, you'll find out all about it.
If you Google it, you find out all
about it. A little bit more right now.
You always hear that CNBC. The Amero is the proposed new currency for the North American community, which is being developed right now between Canada, the U.S., and Mexico to make a borderless community, much like the EU. And the dollar, Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar, and the Mexican peso replaced by the Amero.
You really think that will get any leeway?
You may want to visit a couple of websites and see how far along it is. The Canadians are pretty upset about it, whereas the Americans, apart from the Texans, are the only people who know anything about it. The rest of the public's really sort of with their head in the sand on this one.
Okay, interesting. I mean, we've already got NAFTA, the free trade zone, isn't it? I mean, is that working? Is that doing enough?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's created a lot of illegal immigrants come across the border. I don't know. You get the pros and cons on this thing. NAFTA, for some people, is a very good thing. For other people, it's been a disaster. And I think this is one way that the politicians are trying to work themselves out of what potentially could be a disastrous situation going forward.
All right. That right there just told you on CNBC that they're making. It's already in the works. They already this dude. I seen another video. The dude has a coin. He already has the coin, so the coin it's being made. All right, this is already in process. It's being made. They're just waiting for another collapse. All right, and it's going to be the Great Depression too. All right, this is going to happen because if you YouTube or Google the Federal Reserve, you find out why we're in debt and all that. You find out that each time they make a new dollar bill, that's more debt we got to pay, because all it is legal tender. Look on your dollar bill; it says that legal tender. Well, let me get on this. Let me get on why we're about to have the marrow for Canada, Mexico, and the United States. All right. Now the reason why that is because they're planning on merging all those three countries together. All right. They're talking about merging to make it one, a borderless country. Now you can YouTube this video. I'm not going to show it to you, but you can YouTube. Type in I don't know, like Obama CFR or something like that, the Council of Foreign Relations. You will see Obama's talking about how we need a borderless country. Now some of y'all might be like, wow, that's cool, and yeah, but you don't understand, if we do that, the Constitution is gone. All right, and the new one ain't gonna be pretty. Man. But I'm about to show you this. This is I think it's Glenn Beck. I don't know what channel Glenn Beck's on, but Glenn Beck's on TV, and this is him talking about the North American Union. That's Canada, Mexico, United States.
For scholarly white papers to end the United States, to end Canada, and to end Mexico.
I hate to break it to you, but after 2 years of denying it and saying this can't be, it's the only reason that I have found that explains everything that's going on in our country with the border. Our country has been sold out in the name of global profits and votes at the ballot box. This is where the Security and Prosperity Partnership of North America, or SPP, comes in. This little agreement, international agreement, cooked up by President Bush, the former president of Mexico, and the Prime Minister of Canada. Their mission is to blur or completely erase the borders between Canada, U.S., and Mexico.
The Amero is the proposed new currency for the North American community, which is being developed right now between Canada, the U.S., and Mexico to make a borderless community, much like the EU, and the dollar, Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar, and the Mexican peso replaced by the Amero.
Security and Prosperity Partnership, which critics call nothing more than a North American Union.
This is on
It
CNN.
means open borders, commerce at all costs, and by the way, without the approval of either American voters or the U.S. Congress.
And there is going to be like the euro dollar, you mean? Well, that would be long term.
Even the economists supporting the so-called globalism, and it's not free trade.
Worse, critics say foreign policy elites are promoting a European-style union, erasing borders between the three countries, and eventually moving to a single North American currency called the Amero.
Be a 4,000-mile network of new toll roads with truck and car lanes, rail lines, pipeline, and utility zones. Its projected cost, $183 billion over 50 years.
Talking about how we're going to have super highways going through the United States. I'm not going to get on that. Now, I'm going to touch on this a little bit. The reason why I'm saying all this is because it's the Illuminati. It's the New World Order. This is why all this shit's about to go down. I know you heard 2012 and the propaganda that the movie put out to scare you or to get you off of it, saying, oh, this shit's not going to happen. That's true. It's not going to happen like that, but something is going down. The earth is changing, if you can't tell. Global warming is not because of us, because the earth energy is rising, the Kundalini. All right? Do your research, you'll find out that we're not the only planet that's heating up. All the other planets are heating up. All right? But the Illuminati. The Illuminati is a secret society, a secret group of people, probably about 5,000, that control the world. They control the media, and they control everything that you watch and do, all right? They control everything. All right, even the music. I know how you heard about probably Jaise being like a devil worshiper and all that, but really they're all just Freemasons. All right. Now, when you first get into this, you find out that Freemasons are bad and all that, but keep doing your research on Masons because not all Masons are bad. All right. But the New World Order is going to be a one world government, a one banking system, and one religion. What I mean by one world government is that we're going to have one president controlling all of us, all right? Controlling the whole world. And the one world religion, the one world religion, they're going to have us. I don't know what religion is going to be. Probably Christianity, or the Muslims. I don't know, but it's probably gonna be one of those two or some new age religion. But they're gonna convince us somehow. They got ways like the blue beam project. Just type that in, you find out what that is. Where they're gonna project shit in the sky like a Jesus or something to make us believe that's he's the Messiah. All right, they're clever. All right, and it's crazy because the shit they're going through to do this because they want to take over the world. All right, which they already have, but by 2012, in the near future, they want us all computer chip. They want us chipped with an RFID chip. YouTube that, and you'll see what that is. But that is a chip, and without that chip, we can't buy or sell anything. All right, and that's like what they said in Revelations. All right, that's the mark of the beast. You probably, if you're a Christian getting into this, you're probably saying, well, the Bible is right, and well, because the book of Revelations is coming true. Well, the reason why that's coming true is because it's all been planned out. All right, I'm not saying the Bible is not right, but you got to read it logically. You have to read it with understanding of astrology and all that. All right, because it's all metaphors. All right. You just gotta just do your research, man. If you really want to get close to God, instead of just saying I'm a Christian, yeah, and that and still do this and that, do your research because that's what I did. I was a Christian and I did my research and I found out the truth. All right, I'm not a Christian now, but I found out the truth, and I know who God is and where God's at. All right, I'm not gonna tell you in this video, but I probably did on another video or something, but I don't know. But all I'm telling y'all is go to YouTube or Google. Be better to go to YouTube. But type in Illuminati, New World Order, Amero, Blue Green Project, Bohemian Grove, Alex Jones, Zeitgeist. Watch that movie. Esoteric Agenda, Chimatica. Those are just some things that will get you started. But watching Zeitgeist and the Esoteric Agenda, those two things are the first things you really need to start to watch. Those are the things to begin with, all right? Now with Zeitgeist, it's going to tell you in the beginning that a dude's going to be saying that God ain't real and all that. Don't believe that part, all right? Do your research. Don't believe that part, but everything else in Zeitgeist is real. Talking about how Jesus is the Son and all that, the solar Messiah, all that's real. But there is a God, all right? They try to say in the beginning, the man was saying that there was no God. That's what he was getting to. But that's not the truth. But I'm out of here, man. I might do another video tonight. I don't know. I don't know if y'all even gonna watch this or not. But if you do, leave me a comment. Get at me. I'll tell you about it. I'll get you started. I'll give you some links. But yeah, I'm out.